Hello and welcome back to the draw for part 2 of the Kenley Cup. Now, I had some unfortunate news during the break. I got a phone call from the Salmon, Mark Drummond, one of the top ranked players in the world, saying he's unavailable next Friday night because he has GA training on Sunday morning. So they're kicking off their championship season in April, so it's good to see that he's taking it serious this year. Speechless. That's what's wrong with the world, but we'll crack on anyway. So there's been a couple of rejigging there at half time. Stephen Sushi White has now edged his way back into the top seeds again, and we've got a former player returning to the fold, so big surprises as always in the Kenley Cup draw. So we'll crack on with round 2. Next game, top ranked player, semi-finalist last year, David Tsunami Nation. David has a pool table in his house, so he's going to come on leaps and bounds again from last year. So you'd expect him to be challenging this year again. Ooh, you won't be happy with this one. Another new entry, a debut in the Kenley Cup. He was meant to be in the tournament 2 other occasions, but he had operations to get his shoulder put back in place. It's Cahill, the Magic Man McGuinness. McGuinness, no stranger to the big stage. 2017, he actually won the St. Finbarr's Hurling Football Club Strictly Come Dancing, so pressures retired to that guy, and don't think Nation will be happy with that one. Man who's just going in the top seeds again, Stephen Sushi White. Stephen, not a man for pressure. He finally made it as a top seed last year and he crumbled under the pressure. He probably would have rather been in that pot, but let's see who we can get for Stephen. Not happy. Dave Nation's housemate, Owen Buffalo Buckley, obviously lives in Nation, so has a pool table in his house. I assume the lads will be hammering tongs now all week, preparing themselves. But I suppose Stephen, he does live with James Satin at Toomey, so I presume they'll be in the Hawthorne Bar and Flannery's all week as well, itching to get out there. Okay, second last game. Myself, world number 1, Stephen Hurley, champion in 2017, and I will play so you may notice there's a couple of scribbles on this page because obviously Mark Drummond has left. I will play David Irish Season. Oh man. Oh man. Dave obviously been travelling in Australia for the last couple of years. He's flying back especially. Just rang him during the break and he said he'd come home for the tournament. Interestingly enough, I moved to Australia in 3 weeks, so it'll be battle up, 2 lads down under. The fans will hope to see my pink suit and Dave's mahogany waistcoat. So ladies, get down early. And last draw is ranked number 11 in the world, lucky to be in that pot too. Recent performances have been Cat, pardon the pun, Edzer the Cat O'Callaghan, and Edzer will play his close friend, the Asian sensation, David Wang. Wang, I suppose, hasn't won a game in 7 years, so I think Edzer will be happy with that one. So that concludes the draw. As I said, the games kick off, as always, kick off at 5 o'clock with the defending champion, David Drake, to get the show on the road. And just get down early, there'll be finger food, I hope so. And obviously the players will be out night clubbing afterwards, around for autographs and selfies and the likes. So before we wrap up, obviously I mentioned immigration is a big thing in the Kenley Cup. So we'd like to give a shout out to 2 former Kenley Cup committee members. Peter Stubbs over in Dubai. I was over with Peter there a couple of months back, a couple of weeks, had a great time, and looking forward to catching up with him during his wedding in a couple of months' time. And of course, draw chairman and the creator of the Kenley Cup, Mr. Owen Kennedy. Owen's having a ball over in Canada with his new woman, as you may have seen earlier on. Seems very content there for the time being. So big shout out to the lads, and they'll be looking to the live stream, which we're going to get the IT department to sort out this year. So thanks a million for watching, and we'll see you Friday, 5 o'clock.